forth, and we putting this initiative down. And listen, these brothers who have came and said that they're prepared to do this, and they're prepared to do this here, they're saying, listen, man, I don't need a whole lot of money. Listen, when my baby mama talks about she needs some milk for the Pampers and everything, I got to be able to give her something. So we're going to do this as long as we can. After this peace initiative, we're going to start pulling our money, seeing just what we got, and we're going to start putting the brothers out there. We're going to start advocating for these courts that we want, where these young brothers that are going. Brother Raheem has a program that we're going to try to implement here. It's called the Covenant of Peace. Raheem, come here and show me your shirt here, brother. It's called the Covenant of Peace. We're going to try to implement one of the programs here. We take community people. Look, turn your shirt around. Come out of the shirt, brother. No, just turn around. Let them see your back here. Covenant Peace. But these on the front here is the principles or what have you that is expressed and taught in the juvenile centers. See, we have to be proactive. We got to get on the front end. So these young brothers that got locked up in our brothers is going into the institution, staying with them over the course of a weekend. Ministers, professional people, brothers from off the block, and they stay in there, play basketball, dominoes, chess, whatever else with them, and they mentor them in these 9 principles. So these are some of the things that we're trying to do on the front end. Because see, on the back end is a few. I'm tired of funerals. We're tired of laying back trying to say, hey, somebody else is going to do that. No, we need you to help do this. Come on, Hammer.
I know exactly Scott, better known as Himbo in the street, and I appreciate y'all for coming out today. The importance of this conference, I'm kind of upset because as I look through the crowd, I see more sisters and elders than I do see the sub-coaches that's to be here. And it hurts because we're trying to fight to save a people that the government don't want to be saved. They don't want us here. They don't want us in this continent. They don't want us to exist. But God wanted us for us to exist. And for that purpose, we're here. The strength of a black man is the strength of all men. And the reason I say that because you're imitating. The white man imitating. The Asian man is imitating. The Latin man is imitating. But they're not dying like you. They're not sacrificing their lives in these streets, and their blood is not spilling at a rapid pace like ours. I'm from a subculture organization called the Gangster Disciples, formerly Gangster Disciples. And I stand here as an outstanding member of growth and development. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not gonna hide that. I'm not gonna run from it. They labeled me as a gang member, but I didn't keep that label. I shedded that, as I shed a whole lot of other my sins. And the reason I shed it because I wanted my son to grow up different. But I didn't grow up and telling my son I wasn't a part of the streets. I told him I was, you don't have to be. So I raised him on principles and concepts that I got from growth and development. And I also incorporate the Bible in that. There's a whole lot of pastors in here today. And one thing I want y'all to understand, it's not these white people attacking you. God chose to attack you. He turned your back on his commandments, and he turned his back on you. Identify that first, and then we can identify this problem. So I want y'all to understand tonight, everybody should have a Bible. Go read it. Deuteronomy 28. He gave you gifts, and he gave you curses. If you keep my commandments, blessed you shall be in the streets, blessed you shall be in your house, blessed you will be in the field. Blessed, 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 blessed. And they was for years. The day they turned their back on God, the enemy, he put the curses out on us. Curse you shall be in the field, curse you shall be in the crib, curse you shall be in the street. Look around you. Look at your kids. Look at your mother. Look at your grandmothers. Look at your grandfathers. They're being disrespected by their own kids, by their generation of people. We don't respect nothing anymore. You know why? The value of life and the value of family has been taken from us. We can't discipline our kids, they took that from us. We can't stay in the house without women, they took that from us. What we can do is try to coexist in a society that don't want us to coexist. So the first thing you have to understand, it's not their plan, it's God's plan. For you to identify that the power that he gave you, you have to go back out and reclaim. This is our plan. He created us and gave us the ability to go out there and deal with that sun. They can't stand in that sun. He gave you the strength to go through slavery. Hundreds of years of slavery. We're still out here producing. He said, be fruitful and multiply. Nobody's multiplying like our people. Constantly. You know why? We have nothing else to do but hunt like rats. Everything's against us. We scared to go outside to drive. We scared to go out here to go to school and work. You know why? Because every time there's a black man outside my car, there's a white man in a police car ready to pull me over. His intentions might not be weird or bad, but Philando did exactly what he was supposed to do. Identified he had a weapon on him. And a minute and 11 seconds later, we lost another brother. This room should be packed. Outside should be covered. But they taking it away with a protest that happened on the highway last night. So the attention of this conference is not even noticed. Stevie Wonder will be here today. Ben Chambers just spoke here today. And look at this room. This is shameful. I appreciate all y'all that chose to show up today, but our people got to do better. If we gonna put a Band-Aid or stitch this body up, it's gonna take a collective effort. Our elders can't keep showing up. They're gonna pass on. It's one thing's promised. You're gonna live and you're gonna die. They're gonna pass on. But what they gonna pass on? And who are they gonna pass it on to? If your children ain't occupying these seats, they occupying the streets. And that's where everything negative is at. That's why we prepared to go back out there and fight for them. I work every day and I got tattoos, y'all see. I'm 41 now, but I used to rap. And I was very well at it. So I tattooed my body with things that symbolize my rap. So when y'all see the Ghetto Gorilla, that was my rap. But what I get asked from my Caucasian brothers and sisters, does it say ghetto? I said, yeah, don't say suburb. I wasn't born. I can't identify with green grass. I can't identify with coming home and everything's paid. I don't identify with that. I can't identify with having two parents sober at the same time. I can't identify with that. I can't identify somebody picking me up, taking me to a Boys and Girls Club and saying I believe in you. I can't identify with that. I identify with Larry Hoover because Larry Hoover concepts and his documents told me he believed in me. Not only him, his executive board believed in me. And they made sure I went to school. They made sure I stayed out of the streets. They never put a gun in my hand. That's why I ain't got no murder on my record now. They never told me to go out there and fight against the Black Stones and the Vice Swords. That's why I don't have them as enemies right now. They told me to be better. Grow and develop into a better person. Be a positive role model for your community. That's what I'm standing here as now. So I always represent growth and development until there's no more breath in my body. Because growth and development allowed me to become a man. The United States told me, you're going to the penitentiary. I went. And they said I'm supposed to be rehabilitated. I'm supposed to come out a different person. Came out worse. You know why? Because y'all put me in there with murderers, y'all put me in there with drug dealers, y'all put me in there with criminals that know how to better criminalize themselves. And that's what we teach when we go to prison. How to get away with it once you get out. There's no programs in there to help me become a better man. None. They give you a little work job, a program, but when you get out, guess what? You got that felony on your record, so that company don't want you. You got the skills. You can go out there and work it as best as the one they got out there. But you have a felony. They don't want you. So what I'm asking is for us, and the brother said something today, we have $1 billion worth of buying power. Why haven't we built it? Why? We can open up grocery stores, we can open up banks. We did that before. There was a Black Wall Street before that they burnt down. You know why? Successful black people. And another curse on you, on all of us. But we can change this curse. And we can stop and move forward. But you have to be willing to change yourself first. Look in that mirror. Everybody has layers of sin upon them that you got to deal with on your own. I don't believe in exposing myself. When I expose myself to people, the first thing they do is they judge. They point that finger. The rest of them coming back at them. But the same sins on me, I guarantee you, majority you got on him. So it's not for everybody to know your dirt. It's for you to know it. And God, discuss that in private. Because Satan is also adversary out there. And when you talk out loud, that's who's listening. When you say, I need all these material things, that's who's blessing you. God don't give blessings of material. He gives blessings of life, eternal life. Because that's what he wants you to have after this one is over. That's what's not being taught. You have been cursed. And our pastors have to get to dealing with this. Ain't nothing sweet about being black right now. Nothing. Only thing sweet about it is that we got the strength and the power to fight back. But how long? How many brothers got to sacrifice their back or their necks? How many? Our young brothers need role models. Our role models at the liquor store right now. They role models rather shoot the basketball and make sure they make it instead of passing it down to their young brother. We too competitive. I can't compete with the youth. They can't compete with the elders. One thing we believe in, as my brothers that sit here, get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Once you get some knowledge, you gain wisdom. And once you gain wisdom, you get your understanding. You have to incorporate all three out here in this life. You stuck in these streets, you know your kids stuck in these streets, we the ones you want to turn to get them out of them. Because we are the streets. Our voices matter. Black lives will never matter until we look into the mirror and say, I am black, I am God, because God said you was. They're not going to give you the title of the people, but God gave it to you. Go in there and read it. There's not enough nationality people in that book fits those curses, but y'all. You fit it to a T. Everybody else is prospering in the world. So few of us prosper. You get a good job here, get a good job there, but once they do that, like the brother said, quit forgetting that you black. And you got some other up, you push them down. We tearing brothers down. You drink too much, you smoke too much weed. Why you put them in no treatment class or help them into one? We're turning our back too fast. I want to introduce y'all to my nephew. Come here, Chris. Now, my nephew has an anger issue. And I'm not doing this to embarrass him. I'm doing it because I love him. It's my baby. And they're telling him that he's not capable of being in a regular school class because of his attitude. They don't know that he's being raised up by a mother who had major surgery on her brain. My sister had 5 aneurysms. 6 aneurysms. Shouldn't even be here. When we got her to the hospital, they were so shocked. They like, wow, she shouldn't even be here. She has 5 kids, 4 boys, 1 girl. And this is her baby. So she gives all her attention and all her support to him. Like, he gets everything. So what he do, he reacts in school the way he gets at home. He's the king. So I'm not finna go in his classroom and bow down to y'all when my mama puts me on the pedestal. She keeps him high. There's no male role model, his father, to come in there when he gets out of hand and sits him down. So I stay with my sister now. And since I've been there, I've seen a major improvement with my nephew. And I only did, I say, how was school today? You had a so-so day, you had a good day. He said, so-so. I said, what you do? I did this, I did that. But he didn't lie to me. So what I told him, I said, all right, every good day you get the reward. You get a reward. I do something for you. He comes in looking to tell me I had a good day. I did this today. I ain't act up. And that's motivation for me to make sure that he's in part of this. Now he got brothers 20, 17, he got some big brothers. But this is the one that matters because he's young. And I can get him a good impression now. His brothers, they good. She made sure she beat sense into them, so I ain't worried about that. But this